Vibe coding, a term coined by AI researcher Andre Karpathy in early 2025, refers to a coding method that heavily relies on large language models, LLMs, to generate, refine, and debug applications using natural language prompts. In this video, we will create a complete product list web application using vibe coding approach. We will use Replit, an online platform for coding in Python. What is vibe coding? Describe your vision to an AI and let it handle the rest. That is vibe coding. Instead of writing code yourself, the AI agent takes your high-level ideas and autonomously manages the entire application development process. The AI tool handles the complete software development lifecycle, including coding, building, deploying, and documenting, etc. This transformative approach redefines coding by shifting the focus from manual implementation to creative direction, empowering you to build applications effortlessly. In this video, we are going to create a product list generation application in Python using the Flask framework. We will accept product code, name, description, price, and expiration date as input in a form using a graphical user interface. It will generate a JSON output file at the end. This is the draft requirement. We are going to create the final requirement using Grok, which is one of the large language model and chatbot created by xAI. Before you use Grok, create an account or use your existing email account. I am going to use my Gmail account. Now let us create the final requirement. We are going to tell Grok to just create the requirement and not to generate the code. Copy and paste the draft requirement. This will take a minute. Now it is generating the final requirement, which will be used as a prompt for our application generation. When this is ready, save it in a text file. Let us call it requirement_final.txt. You can use other chatbots like Google, Gemini, Microsoft Copilot, etc. We're going to use the tool Replit to generate this web application. Go to replaceit.com, where you can create an account or use an existing account, such as Google. There is a free version, which we are using in this video. You can enter the requirements in the prompt or select a file with the requirements. Since the requirements are already saved in a text file, we will select the final requirement file. Then, click on the Start Chat button. The application will begin generating, which will take a few minutes. When it is ready, click on the Approve Plan and Start button. This will take a few more minutes. You can also track the usage of your agent. When I started this, it was at 17% since I had created a different application previously. Alright, now the application is ready. Let's test the application generated by Replit. On the left-hand side, it provides a summary of the application. Replit has created a Flask web application that accepts input through forms and saves the output in a JSON file. We could save the data in a database, but that is beyond the scope of this lesson. Let's enter the first product. Provide all the required input and ensure the date is in the correct format. The application specifies the expected format. For all other fields, it provides sample data and indicates any limits. Once the data entry is complete, save it and clear the form to enter the next product. The application also displays the data in JSON format and offers an option to delete entries if desired. Now, let's enter the third product. Use a past date for the expiration date and check whether it triggers an error. The application does perform validation. Next, create the output JSON file, which should include all the products entered. Something went wrong. It saves only one product, which is not what we want. We now need to ask Replit to fix this error. Let's fix an issue in the code. We need to create a single JSON file containing all the products at the end of the session. Add the prompt, add all the products to a single JSON file, and let Replit fix the code. The process is working and may take a few minutes. The screen will refresh a few times, but it's not yet complete. When it's ready, you'll see the message in the left pane. I have successfully updated the application. Now, let's enter a few products and save them. Ensure all previously available functionality remains intact and nothing is lost. AI isn't perfect yet, so there's a chance issues may arise. It's important to test the code and fix any problems. The best part? Most of the time, AI can enhance the code or resolve issues itself. After entering all the products, click the Generate JSON button and open the output file. Great! all the products are now stored in a single file as requested. So far, we have been running this application in the Replit environment. Now, let's see how to run it in our own environment. First, we need to deploy the application. Click on the Deploy button. There are multiple options listed here. We can deploy in a virtual environment, cloud, website, or a scheduled job. However, those options require a paid subscription plan with Replit. Let's explore how to deploy on our local machine without any cost. Go to the left pane and open the README file. It contains a lot of information about the application we have created. Navigate to the Installation and Setup section. You may already have Python installed on your local machine. If not, install Python. You also need to install Flask, the web framework used in this application. You don't need the session secret. The README file includes additional information, such as how to enter the product, a sample output file, etc. It also provides instructions for running the application from the browser. Let's download this application as a zip file. Go to the left pane, click on the three dots near Files, and open the drop-down menu. Select the Download as Zip option and store it on your local machine. Check your Downloads folder for the zip file. Create a folder on your local machine, move the downloaded zip file to it, and unzip it. To create a virtual environment, run the following command in your terminal. Python 3, mvenv_product. Then activate the virtual environment by running source/venv_product/bin/activate. You should see the prompt, venv_product, in your terminal. Install the web framework Flask and its dependencies using the following command. Pip install Flask wtf forms. Ensure the installation is successful. Run the command python main.py. Open a browser and navigate to the URL displayed in the terminal, http://127.0.0.1:5000. If you see the same product entry form as in Replit, the setup is correct. The application is now running on your local machine at port 5000, as the IP address 127.0.0.1 represents your local machine. Enter a few products as you did previously and save them. Verify that all field validations are working. Finally, generate the JSON file. Open the JSON file and confirm that all the products are listed as expected. Keep this terminal window open as long as you are using this application. You can install the required software globally on your local machine or, preferably, create a local virtual environment optional. I am using a Mac. The commands will differ for Windows machines. You can search the internet or use an AI chatbot to find the appropriate commands. As we have already mentioned, Replit creates clear technical and user documentation. It explains each field in the form and the validations performed in this application. These are all available in the README file. It also details the tech stack used for the front end and back end. We have already followed the installation instructions. Additionally, it documents all details about the buttons and the output file. A sample output file is also provided. In the left pane, you can see all the source files used for this application. app.py is the main module that handles backend processing. If you are new to the Python language or a beginner, wait until the end of the video, where we will discuss learning Python. Forms.py is for the front end and handles each field in the form. Main.py is used to run the application and calls the app.py Python module. The output JSON file is also stored here. The templates folder contains all HTML templates used in this application. The static folder holds all the JavaScript functions used in the form. Flask is a popular Python web application development framework. We will have a separate video on developing web applications using Python. Vibe coding generally follows a two-level workflow. Code-level workflow, a conversational process for creating and perfecting specific code snippets. This involves providing a natural language prompt, the AI generating code, executing and observing the results, and providing feedback to the AI. This cycle continues until the code works as intended. Application lifecycle, a broader process for building and deploying applications. This includes describing the desired application in a high-level prompt, the AI generating the initial application structure, iteratively refining it with prompts, a human expert reviewing for quality and security, and finally deploying the application. Purpose and benefits. The primary goal of vibe coding is to speed up software development, especially for prototyping and simpler applications. It makes coding more accessible to individuals without extensive programming knowledge and reduces manual coding by automating repetitive tasks, allowing developers to focus on higher-level problems. Challenges and considerations. Despite its advantages, vibe coding presents challenges. Developers might not fully understand the AI-generated code, making debugging and fixing security issues harder. Relying too much on AI output without thorough review can also introduce security risks. Additionally, vibe coding may struggle with complex requirements, sometimes producing basic or incomplete code. Vibe coding signifies a change in software development, emphasizing the importance of using AI while maintaining human oversight for code quality and security. Replit is an online platform for coding, running, and sharing programs directly in the browser. It's a cloud-based IDE, integrated development environment, that supports multiple programming languages like Python, JavaScript, Java, C++, and more. Users can write code, execute it, and collaborate in real time without needing to install software locally. It's popular among developers, students, and educators for its simplicity and accessibility. Key features include instant coding environment, pre-configured setups for various languages so you can start coding immediately, collaboration, real-time multiplayer coding, like Google Docs for Code, where multiple users can edit simultaneously, hosting, deploy simple web apps, or share projects via links. Community, a hub for sharing and remixing projects with tutorials and templates for learning. Replace at a database, a built-in key value store for small projects, plus support for integrating external tools. For example, a student might use Replit to code a Python game, share it with classmates, and run it instantly without worrying about local setup. It's especially handy for beginners or quick prototyping, though some advanced developers might find it limiting for complex projects due to resource constraints. The platform operates on a freemium model. The free tier offers basic functionality, while paid plans, like Replit Core, unlock private projects, more storage, and enhanced performance. If you're curious about pricing, check https://replaceit.com/pricing for details. There are many tools other than Replit for vibe coding. Some of the important tools are: Firebase Studio from Google is an agentic cloud-based development environment that helps you build and ship production-quality full-stack AI apps, including APIs, backends, frontends, mobile, and more. Claude Code is a great fit for vibe coding, as it supports a relaxed, creative, and flow-driven approach to programming. Developed by Anthropic, Claude Code is a terminal-based AI coding assistant that lets you describe your project in natural language, making it ideal for the intuitive, experimental style of vibe coding. Windsurf is an AI-native IDE available for Windows, Mac OS, and Linux, built on a VS Code foundation. It integrates AI agents, notably its Cascade feature, to provide context-aware code generation, real-time debugging, and task automation across 70-plus programming languages. Example: Python, JavaScript, TypeScript, Java, Go, and 40-plus IDEs through plugins. Cursor, an AI-powered integrated development environment, IDE, built on Visual Studio Code, is designed to support this intuitive, AI-driven workflow. Discover why Python is the go-to programming language for artificial intelligence and beyond. Whether you're a complete beginner or a non-technical learner with no prior coding experience, our channel, HumanityUturn_AI, is your perfect starting point. Our step-by-step video tutorials break down Python in a simple, beginner-friendly way. All you need is a computer and an internet connection to dive into coding. Why watch? Learn Python from scratch with easy-to-follow lessons. Explore AI concepts through practical, hands-on examples. Join a community of learners, building real-world skills. Subscribe to HumanityUturn_AI now and start coding today. Check out our playlist for beginners and take your first step toward mastering Python.
Subscribe. Bye-bye. See you in the next lesson.